By Jon Craig, chief political correspondent. One of the cabinet's leading Brexiteers, Michael Gove, has said the British public will be given their say on Theresa May's Brexit deal at the next election. The Environment Secretary suggested if the Brussels deal leads to a soft Brexit, as many MPs are predicting, voters will be able to demand a hard Brexit instead. The British people will be in control, he wrote in the Daily Telegraph. If the British people dislike the agreement that we have negotiated with the EU, the agreement will allow a future government to diverge. His provocative challenge to pro-Remain colleagues who want a soft Brexit comes as the Prime Minister prepares for a cabinet showdown over the UK's future relationship with the EU after Brexit. The cabinet is set to hold a special debate before Christmas on long-term Brexit aims after Chancellor Philip Hammond stunned MPs this week by admitting there had been no such debate so far. Cabinet heavyweights back PM's Brexit breakthrough deal image. Theresa May will address MPs on Monday about her Brussels deal. The PM will make a common statement to MPs on Monday on her Brussels deal and is likely to be greeted warmly by loyalist Conservative MPs but face some tough challenges from hardline Tory Brexiteers. The Irish border is one issue on which Conservative MPs are likely to criticise the deal, with some Tory backbenchers unhappy that the PM refused to bow to all the demands of the Democratic Unionist Party. "We now have a report that will go forward next week to the summit which I think we can all broadly accept," said Andrew Morrison, the Tory ex-minister who chairs the Northern Ireland Select Committee of MPs. "But of course the difficulty will be in the next phase, and it could be that some of my colleagues have some difficulties along the way. But it's a long road and we're only part way towards a destination." And despite dropping their veto threat, the DUP's MPs still want changes. Sky News has revealed that the DUP leader Arlene Foster demanded 30 changes to the proposed deal but was forced to settle for just 8. EU wanted up to €75 billion in Brexit divorce bill. Sources: Video Knee and ROI happy with Brexit deal for now. Pro-Remain MPs hope to force government concessions on the EU withdrawal bill when its committee stage resumes to the Commons on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. They hope to insert a clause demanding a meaningful vote on Brexit in both houses of Parliament before the UK leaves the EU and believe the deal achieved in Brussels has strengthened their case. In his Telegraph article, Mr. Gove praised Mrs. May and said the Brussels breakthrough had been made thanks to the Prime Minister's tenacity and skill. But he said it was important to remember that the offer we are making is dependent on securing what we want in the next stage of negotiations. And repeating his vote leave slogans from the EU referendum campaign, he said, "From the day we leave, we will be able to spend more on our own domestic priorities such as housing, education and the NHS. We will have the freedom to negotiate and sign trade agreements with other countries around the world and to regulate our own international trade policy without being fettered by EU law or jurisdiction by the European Court of Justice."